Hi, welcome to the Impulse podcast. This is the living chronicle of the Tipsy Imp Tavern, a narrative journey that blurs the line between the fantasy we love and the business we're building. Follow along for the tavern updates paired with unfiltered discussions on the games, books, tech shaping the nerd culture landscape as we are writing the next chapter of Iowa's premier gaming destination, one episode at a time. Hosted by me, Lemus Maximus, and our community of imps and rotating special guests. So as we build this legend together, grab a drink and let's get our tipsy talk on. And I'm here today with Ozbot and also Ashley, also known as the voice of Oz. And I'm also here with Fruit Racist. Ian.
Hello. Happy to be here.
Hello.
All right, so this is episode 3. We're going to talk about some of the book clubs and events that we've been doing here recently. And we just had our most recent book club event, which was Project Hail Mary, which was, I think, a great movie. I didn't read the book itself, but Ashley and Oz definitely have done that. And give me a little information about why you guys thought that was a good choice. Why would you guys want to go with Project Hail Mary?
So I had read the book before and absolutely adored the book. I'd heard it was really good on audio, and I know that is a chosen way to read or listen a lot more these days too, and it's a little more accessible. So I wanted to travel that way, but also I just think it's one of those books that's a crowd pleaser. You can recommend that book to just about anyone. Your nerds, your heavy readers, your new to readers sort of thing. So that was where I went with it. Also, Ryan Gosling in the movie, perfect casting, and I was excited to have everybody come check it out and do a crossover event because we do a lot of movies together as a group as well. So I thought that would be kind of fun.
Awesome. No, I love the movie. So the movie was very epic and it definitely hit on a lot of emotions. And I think that was Ryan Gosling does so well with that. Do you think he was a good casting choice?
When I heard he was cast, I was like, you could not cast a better Dr. Ryland Grace. That was a perfect casting choice.
Oz, what do you think about Ryan Gosling?
You know what? I kind of like the guy. I think he does some pretty good movies. He was great as Ken in Barbie, as we all know.
heck
Everyone
yeah.
really loved that. But also Blade Runner 2048.
Oh, dude, I got to rewatch
It's
that.
one of my favorite movies.
So
I
good.
love the original Blade Runner. It's another Denis Villeneuve movie. And I thought he was really great in that. So I got nothing but good praise for Ryan Gosling. I think he really nailed that role. I couldn't think of a picture of any other person in that role specifically, and I do think the director said that was their first choice, and he agreed to it immediately. So that was really awesome.
Absolutely. You are trying to get into podcasting and filming. I think you are going to be able to give Ryan Gosling a run for his money. What do you think?
Oh, 100%. I mean, have you seen him?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, appreciate that.
Yeah, he was in a commercial for the Tipsy Imp Tavern, and I gotta say, I put a lot of him in there.
Yeah.
I tried to.
I was like,
Really
that's my
outshine most
honey.
everybody else, yeah.
Have you didn't see the movie,
I
did
did
you?
not.
Okay. But what do you think about Ryan Gosling?
Oh, it's great. Probably my favorite is The Nice Guys.
Haven't seen
With
it.
Russell Crowe.
I
It's a
haven't seen
Shane
that.
Black movie.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
Highly
was that?
recommend it.
Ah, didn't see that one. You know, didn't he start with like Disney? Like he was in the
he
Disney
was in
Mouse
the
Club.
Mickey Mouse Club.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And of course, The Notebook.
Oh, that was Ryan
I
Gosling.
mean,
Yeah,
that was
that's
his
I don't know
true.
if I've heard of that
Was-
one.
that was
His
his
true.
break-
Another book to screen adaptation, I might add.
Oh, you're
right.
right.
We're not
yeah.
gonna do a book club on that, are we? It's your choice. This is
Hey.
librarian.
Everyone, listeners, listen, chime in if you want to do a book club on the
The
Notebook.
Notebook.
I'm happy to entertain it. So sound off in the comments below.
We'll do like a romantic summer
There
book
you
club event. Okay, I would say that was very successful. We had actually quite a good turnout for people going to the movies and also reading the book. So that was
I think it was
awesome.
fun to do a crossover event. It's only our second month doing book club, so the book club's new, and we're still, gathering people and figuring out who wants to join, how many books we can tackle, and what kind of genres. So building the plane while flying. But I think that was a good crossover event to get not just the readers but the moviegoers joined
Awesome.
together.
With that being said, what do you think the next book should be? I mean, you have more
reveal it?
authority than anyone
Yeah.
else here about that.
So I think it's probably time for a fantasy. We've done 2 sci-fi-esque books. So our first book was Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I think that was kind of in between
Kind
sci-fi
of
and
in
fantasy
between,
because
yeah.
of goblins and like
Yes, that's true.
like
So fun. Absolutely loved it. Highly recommend everyone read it. It's also great on audio. And then we did Project Hail Mary. So next month I'd like to throw out Legends and Lattes, which is orcs and they open a coffee shop. Ozzy's read it, so he can testify that it's
Loved it. It's great.
a quick, easy, cozy read. I haven't read it yet, but it's been on my list for a while. And then I have the other thought I have is the Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. He writes the Mistborn series, Way of Kings, prolific fantasy writer, but this is one of his standalones that I think might be more accessible for people.
okay.
And I have a few sci-fi ideas too. If I hear from folks and they really want to, stick with sci-fi, we can do that too. I want to give the readers an option to chime in too.
Now, will there be polling this time around? Because I know for Project Hail Mary,
Yeah,
you went
for
for the
Project Hail
executive
Mary,
decision
I
route.
made the executive decision, but I'll put some options in the Discord and we'll do a polling. Yes.
For someone who doesn't read books, what would you what do you want to listen to?
Well, we were talking about it earlier before we started.
Warhammer
this.
compendiums don't count.
No, they do not. I'm not. I'm not diving into that.
The Black Library.
We were
Any of
just
those books.
Yeah, I would actually like to see some of them get sort of pushed around in the circles as we're doing more Warhammer. Be interesting because I haven't read any Warhammer books.
Warhammer Book Club crossover event coming your way. You heard it here first.
Huge. I would so be into that.
I'll read. You build a couple things.
I would love to do it because when these guys have their Warhammer nights at my house and I come home and they're just, having their craft night and building their toys.
Models.
I have no idea what's going
Action
on,
models.
and they're listening. They're watching the YouTube videos, so maybe that's a good idea, so I can follow along.
Absolutely agree.
we were talking about the last book series I read is He Who Fights with Monsters, similar to Dungeon Crawler Carl. Lord, they're currently 12 books, but they are pretty quick reads. A similar setting, but I absolutely love the world and how they built it.
So you're not opposed to joining in?
No,
on some
I'm
books,
not.
huh?
I've just been
Awesome.
busy.
He's been busy.
Right.
Audiobooks, man.
Yeah,
Also, I
plug it
will
in.
say we welcome people who didn't read the book but just want to come and talk about books and learn about books. They can always come to our events. It's open to everybody.
I think that there was a lot of books that in the Warhammer series. I'm just going to go back on that subject real quick again. I've read a couple of them. They're great. It can be a bit much if you don't know about Warhammer.
Yeah.
They kind of blend into each other quite a lot. So it's a bit more of a niche subject. But, I mean, I think I might have to just do a whole bonus episode of podcasting just about Warhammer.
Yeah.
Would you guys be down for that?
There's so
Absolutely.
much to cover, so yeah.
I'll be there.
And when it comes to books, just like getting into Warhammer, because we have a lot of new players. I don't think any of us have been playing very long, except maybe one or two right now.
Right.
But getting into the actual game and the books, the more you get into it, the more you start, connecting the dots. Like, oh, this thing I actually do know about because of this last thing I heard about, and talking to other people that know more about a certain faction or whatever, you start really kind of getting into it quicker.
Awesome. So you definitely going to be putting that one on the docket for a Warhammer bonus podcast episode. Look forward to that. We might actually, as I'm going to put this one out there, does anybody want to actually watch a stream of us doing Warhammer stuff? So I'm going to put that one out there. Might put that out on Discord. We'll see. All right. With that book club event, we also have a lot of stuff coming up for April. April is going to be a huge month with not only events, but mostly getting ready for the Ren Fair. I know that we have all big Ren Fair goers here, and we love it, and we want to do a big event out of it. We all want to dress up. What are your thoughts on it so far? What do you guys want to dress up as? What are your outfit ideas? What's your thoughts?
Now, I know for April, I guess the only Ren Fair that's really happening is the Ames Ren Fair. I believe it's their third year that they've been kind of running this Ren Fair thing. So we might check it out. That is on April 18th. So if there are any imps that are available and wanting to go and check it out, that's going to be more of the low-key type of Ren Fair. Just bring out whatever costume you can. We'll be going there just to kind of scope things out, see how it is. But I know our major Ren Fair will be in May. That's when the Sleepy Hollow Ren Fair comes out, and that's the one that we're going to kind of have a theme of Foresty theme going on. But for those
So
interested in
Foresty,
going,
like druids, critters,
exactly.
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Forest Witch, Forest Maiden, Forest Elves.
Dryads, Elven, things like
Okay.
around that nature. So think of if for the Lord
Around
of the
that
Rings
nature,
fans,
I see what you
did.
Mirkwood, stuff like that.
He's
yeah.
so plenty.
Oh yeah.
You did not even plan that. I
Love.
think one other thing to say about the Ren Fair, you guys, is so Ozzy and I are married, but we met all of these guys, the imps, at the Ren Fair. And so it's a
That's right.
great way to make friends. So if you have never gone, if you're hearing us talk about this whole imp gathering and we're all going together and you don't know anybody, no worries. We met at the Ren Fair and we've become like very good friends with a lot of these folks. So highly recommend. It's a great way to meet people.
You and I met at a seafood restaurant,
Yes,
and
we
then
did.
we dance battled.
Close enough.
There was a whole different story there.
Yeah, but we
no,
met
actually,
both of you at the Ren Fair.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you've been going to Ren Fairs quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, about 3 years consistently, and I think I stopped in one day about 4 years ago, but I've been every year since.
You guys have an idea of what you want to wear for the Ren Fair this year? I mean, with the foresty theme folk, I know it's kind of broad, but
For the Foresty one, definitely gonna go as a druid. Always been one of my favorite, I guess, D&D classes or fantasy classes overall. So I'll be going as a druid. I got some things prepped up for it. I don't want to reveal too much because it's in the works.
Yeah, I'm thinking druid or ranger. I definitely want something that isn't too heavy because it's definitely going to be warm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it always gets
Something
very
with a
warm.
cloak that you can take off, something like that. Just trying to plan for that because definitely there's been sunburns in the past.
Well, if you get a nice cloak, I think that might in a hood, you might be able to,
Ashley,
Maybe
you
get-
got?
I'm gonna do. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a lot of like leafy moss type things that I'm gonna be wearing. So I'm gonna look like maybe a tree.
Trees are good.
You're going to paint yourself green?
I someday, yes,
do we need to get into that?
we can.
Okay.
There's a
Another
lot to
project in
unpack
the
here.
works. Yeah. There is a lot. Do you want to reveal to us why you want to go green and what you would go? Because you really want to paint yourself green for some reason. What's your number one green?
Well, I always wanted to be Yoda for Halloween and paint myself green, but that never happened. And now my newest thing is Shrek. So I would love to go as a group of Shrek characters to the Ren Fair.
I think that'd be a great
I think it
for a
would
day.
be so fun. Just
Yeah.
one day. I think it could be easy. I did a bachelorette party once in Nashville with Ozzy's family, actually, and we all did Shrek characters. I was Lord Farquaad. Shout out. And we were like celebrities in Nashville. Like everyone was taking pictures with us, like everywhere we went.
Hell
People
yeah.
loved it. So I think it's a great way to meet people and bring new ideas and new folks into the group.
And there's so many characters in Shrek, so you could like just choose one of them. There's a lot of characters you could go as.
I
Yeah,
would-
and there can be 3 green people. If everyone wants to be Shrek, I'm not calling dibs on it. You can be Shrek too.
I would love to see that. I think I might go as Puss in Boots if we do a Shrek. That'd be fun.
Classic.
Yeah,
Good.
I have like a cat outfit. No.
You'll just be wearing boots and a hat.
naked all
Yeah.
the rest of the way.
You got Donkey, you got Dragon, you got the 3 blind mice, you got Prince Charming, Fairy Godmother, the Gingerbread Man.
So many
Ooh.
characters.
Oh, you and your roommate should go as 3 blind mice.
Oh,
That'd be
no.
hilarious.
Yeah, that would be so good.
Got some walking sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
some
what would
sunglasses.
what's your Shrek character? Do you
I-
like Shrek?
I have nothing else to add to it. All of what you've said.
Ouch.
I'm not painting myself green. I will say that.
That's okay. The
Like
3
you
blind
said, there's
mice are
plenty of
green.
options. There's always something.
Do
I
you
could
like
do.
Shrek?
Yes, I like Shrek.
Okay, well, you just
Who
were
doesn't
given
like
some
Shrek?
eyes. I don't know.
That's good. That's on the record
When I was
now.
a kid and I got my first boombox, the first CD I got was the Shrek soundtrack. All right.
Okay.
Smash Mouth.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good times right there. That always brings back. You can still rewatch those on Netflix, and it's always such a good
We
experience.
just did that
Yeah.
a couple months ago. We watched all the Shrek movies.
Yeah, we did.
You think they're gonna make a live action?
Yeah. Zendaya is the. No, is it live
No,
action?
there's a Shrek 5 coming out. It's not
There
live
is.
action.
They've done Shrek on Ice.
Oh,
They
Shrek
have
the
done Shrek on Ice,
musical.
the musical.
Yeah.
If you want
Close enough.
nightmares, just look up screenshots of Shrek the musical.
I don't know if I really want to go see a live action Shrek. I don't know. That's just way different.
It doesn't work.
No. They did a live action How to Train Your Dragon. That I thought was actually
good.
pretty
That
good.
was
Really
good.
good.
That was good.
Very
was
good
good.
movie. Yeah.
Also on Netflix.
It wasn't necessary.
No.
I mean,
No.
the animated still better, but it was one
But
of
it
the
was
best
pretty good.
adaptations. I
Yeah,
would
the
say.
movie was like the live action was 30 minutes longer. Couldn't tell you what
What they
30 minutes
added.
were added to the, but watch the animated ones, watch the live action. They're both just as good.
I
you know.
love that Gerard Butler came back
That was
as
so
Stoic
good.
the Vast.
Yes.
He did the voice in the original, and what was it, like 10, 15 years later, he
Yeah.
actually played the dad. So that was
And he
awesome.
did such a good job. I was
So
like, dude,
good.
so good. So
Yeah.
great. They didn't really change Toothless' his appearance very much. He still
Oh,
looked
perfect.
just like the animated
As he
Toothless.
should.
I was like, it
Don't
was
mess with
great.
perfection.
As
Yep.
he should. Oh, there's so many new live actions that are coming out now. I don't know what the deal is. I think they just need to. They just have no better original idea, so they just love going with the live
It's all
action.
like video game adaptation into a movie. It's books
Those have
into
always been
movies.
terrible.
Like
There's no
Yeah.
good. If there,
cartoons into live action.
yeah, there's no good live action remake other than I would say, How to Train Your Dragon, and then what was the other one? Disney has not made any good live
The
action ones.
Beauty and the
in my-
Beast one was okay with
Just
Emma
okay.
Watson.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Necessary? No.
No.
Lion King? That wasn't
Lion King
even
was
live. How
terrible.
can you make a live action?
CGI.
And it's still CGI.
Live
Made
action
no
sense.
CGI.
Crazy.
Made no
It's
sense.
the animated lines, they're emoting, they have all these traumatic moments. Like every child remembers seeing the Lion
Yeah.
King the first time. That's traumatizing. And then in the live action one, no expressions, nothing. It was
True.
just, oh, real lions, and they're going through these moments. And it's like, well, this
Real.
isn't really that.
Air quotes.
There's no
lines.
impact with it.
Oh.
A live action one that I was trying to think of was One Piece. Have you guys seen One
Oh,
Piece?
yeah.
Oh,
It-
the show. Yes, I watched a
That was
couple of
actually
episodes.
pretty good.
That was good.
It is very true to the anime, which is huge because usually they're very way off. They have to compress a bunch of things. Not great adaptations. Yeah. So
What about Mortal Kombat? That was fun.
I don't know. I don't know if I like any of the Mortal Kombats. The first
it was
one.
fun.
First one was great, like in the 90s.
Oh,
The
dude.
original Mortal Kombat. I had so much fun with that. I had it on a VHS, would rewatch. Heck,
That
that's a great
soundtrack,
one.
the Mortal
Yes.
Kombat, so iconic. Then they fucked it all up. I don't like the sequels. I don't like the remakes. I don't like any even the anime one they did. I thought was meh.
Yeah, they can't make a good one. Yeah, I mean they remade it like a couple of years ago with another Mortal Kombat. I think that's the one that Ashley
There's another one coming
watched
out
that
soon.
you loved.
I liked it.
They've got good moments.
Yeah.
Like, they're not great movies, but they have great moments.
I kind of lost track of where I was.
Moving on from the live action movies.
Live action. That's
Yeah,
right.
That's
So
where we're going from.
going into video games, let's jump into the video games real quick. We have been talking a lot about potential playing co-op games, something a little bit different than board games. I do still love playing board games here, but we were thinking something like Jack in the Box or this game called Sunderfolk. And you guys can play it on your phone. Super fun. I can pull up a trailer for you guys to watch, and we can do that real quick.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts? You're one of the game masters, so you, I think, might have to brush up on a little bit. Ryan does have that games already, so he already knows what to do. So maybe there's be some kind of collaboration.
Yeah. Me and Ryan have talked about that quite a bit, is doing collaborations with all the different things we're both working on. I know I've stepped in on his D&D games a few times, either to annoy him or actually help. It varies, but we definitely want to do some of the murder mystery and events like that where we build that together as all three of us game masters way as well.
Have you guys done a lot of those one shots? How do you guys feel about that? I love the big community games like Werewolf. The only problem is it's hard to do a big game of Werewolf. We've done that a lot of times, and it's always I think a very good popular cornerstone of it. But yeah, what was the max one you played was 16 people or something? Like that?
22.
22.
And when
That
it
was
gets to
a
that
mess.
level, it gets very chaotic.
Oh.
Everyone's kind of having their own side chats.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a lot of side chats going on. When it comes to playing board games and stuff like that here, we want to include as many people as possible, but it's also difficult to actually get it organized and get it rolling. Ian's done a great job with coming up with some fun games for the whole entire tavern.
Yeah, let's talk about his D&D dating.
dating.
That was so funny.
That was fun.
One of the most fun times I've had here
Yeah.
at the tavern. Really, that was a really good job, Ian. Can you want to explain
Yeah,
what
tell
that
us.
was all about?
Well, there's been a lot of interest from people that haven't played D&D, tavern and outside of it. People are always like, oh, I've heard of D&D, I know about it. it seems like a lot, which it can be, especially depending on who you're playing with, the setting, all that. So the game that I designed is basically you have characters, it's description, a little bit about their personality. You can play that character as much as you want. Some people, Oz, plays his character quite aggressively. But
you speaking of Dorn Red Hand.
Oh yeah, everyone knows Dorn Red Hand at this point. But the goal is to have a lot of these pre-made characters. You can put as much effort into them as you want. And the one we did is basically a speed dating event where you get a character, you pick based off of the name and brief physical description, and then you have a sheet that gives you a little, pointer here and there on, their likes, their dislikes, things like that. You just talk, and it went surprisingly well. Everyone got really into it to the point where they're asking what else they could do with the game, objectives. And so that is what I've been currently working on, is having multiple types of games. So, a little detective type of thing, where they have to solve mysteries, and just really expanding on that over time, hopefully, to where we can have that just available and do different games. And that it can include as many people as you want, because you can.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about that was that I think it made it one of the best icebreakers I think I've ever seen, like here in the tavern, because you are meeting a lot of people you've probably never interacted with before, and I think that D&D speed dating, one of the best icebreakers. I think by the end of the night, everyone was making friends, like they had loosened up, they were actually chatting, I saw people like, exchanging Discord names, numbers, whatever. So I think that was one of the more fun nights that we've had, and so I think a lot more of those events would be really awesome. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think it's a good way to wet your whistle, so to speak, in like role play type games. When I play, I'm not like Ozzy with my big Dorn voice. I keep it pretty chill. But those are ways to kind of figure out, like, what is your voice? Do you want to, go all out like Ozbot over here? Or do you want to keep it a little more chill? So I think it's a good way to wet your whistle, and then you could eventually start a full D&D campaign or other role-playing game too. Low stakes sort of way to get involved.
So there's a lot of interest in doing actual D&D from people that never really wanted to that much. Like they weren't really ready to dive into that, but after doing that, especially the people that, when I asked them, like, "Oh, do you want to try this game?" and I'm explaining how it works, and people are like, "Well, I don't know how I feel about role playing. Like that seems really stressful."
Yeah.
But they gave it a try, and by the end of it, everybody was very into it. People were remembering their characters that, remembering the characters that other people were playing, from when we did it.
Yep.
Inside jokes from that game are still coming up here and there. Like, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
And the other fun kind of similar-esque game that we did that Ian did was the Christmas time, the different Santa, the Christmas characters.
Oh yeah,
that
where you had
was
to
fun
find out
too.
who was what
Yeah.
by asking other people
Like
questions.
I was Clara from the Nutcracker. Who were you?
Oh, that's right. Maybe Jack Frost. I
Jack
don't really
Frost. There
remember.
was Santa, Krampus.
I think I was the Grinch.
Yeah, there was Nightmare Before Christmas people. That was fun.
Ian, how do you think of this stuff?
You
You just have a creative mind.
There's every now and then just that idea pops in, and then I usually ask somebody else, like, I have this just very basic idea, and then bounce ideas off people, and just.
Hi, Tina. Doing great. Hang in there.
And
Love it.
and that one, the Yule event we did, Johnny and Austin being an absolute menace to
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
else.
That's right.
That was scary. I was like running, like scared. I'm like, no, don't slap me, because then you're dead. I don't
Was
wanna
that?
die.
What, did you come up with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. But
The one Tino did was the Dead by Daylight one.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so similar. There was a lot of
Similar.
sprinting and trying not to get touched by people.
Yeah.
There was some sweaty individuals
Oh, dude, you got
running
sweaty.
around afterwards. Yeah, everyone's like
Ryan
really
was
trying to get
sprinting
away.
at people.
Yeah.
That was funny. Good times. Is there any other games or things you guys would like to do or see happen at the tavern? Because now that we have the place to ourselves, we are much more open and free to be able to do these kind of fun events that we've been planning. And now that I feel like we have a big enough group with us, a community with us, I'm seeing so much engagement in Discord. It's becoming something that I think is only going to keep growing.
Yeah. What are our numbers now? Do you know? The
We're at
Discord?
like 160, I think.
160,
Nice.
yeah.
That's great.
But we have actually, with 160, not everybody engages, but we actually probably have like 20-30% engagement in Discord, and then probably that amount with actually coming to the events, the actual physical occasion, which is awesome to see. So that's way more than I could say probably for a lot of other servers or
I
communities.
feel like we've had a lot of uptick in people bringing friends lately as well. Because we definitely started with a core group. We've branched out, and I feel like lately we've just been seeing a lot more people just bring coworkers, friends, and they've stayed. They've come back. So I think that's really awesome to see.
I'm liking like the side groups that are forming out of it, like your guys' Warhammer, kind of the book club, and so I feel like those are your opportunities to stay engaged with the community, but to get a little more niche. So like I could see a group that wants to play a real board game, like more intense board game. Our D&D group, Ian is our dungeon master, and we all met through the tavern, and so there's another side group. So I think like there's other side group opportunities that can still be Tipsy Imp groups, but then you can get a little bit more detailed in actually playing a board game, whereas like our big group nights, when we get together in game nights, you can do the stuff like the Jack in the Box and that sort of thing, and make it more about just having fun and getting to know each other. So I kind of like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like for another like Splinter group that kind of came out of this was a kind of our run club, physical
yeah.
club,
Oh, yeah.
or whatever you
That's
want
right,
to call it. A couple of imps like decided like, hey, let's go do the Gladiator Assault Challenge in May. And then suddenly we're kind of keeping track of each other working out. Like we're sharing our, hey, I went on this 3-mile run. Like, what do you guys think? We're all kind of encouraging each other. So, that's another fun thing. Like, if
Or like
anyone's
you guys
interested
are
in that.
going on a Saturday and just running together.
Yeah, we would go to Gray's Lake and kind of do, just a lap around, just kind of get used to that thing. But that's another kind of fun thing that this community brings together. It's makes these splinter groups, but we're always still connected to the Tipsy Imp.
Because there's so many broad, different personalities, different interests, and so then, or like the Magic the Gathering guys who always play new Magic. So I think that's cool that you can find your super niche interest. I'm sure somebody has the same interest. There's a lot of different hobbies and stuff in this group.
For
so.
sure, yeah.
I'm gonna claim that I've been busy, so I've I've been able to run, but they're keeping me on track. So that's one good thing about this group is like they're actually they're still doing it. And so I was like, oh, I got to do it now. I got to keep up. So
I'm gonna ask you next week to share some workout stats. So got to keep you accountable.
Oh my god,
Live streaming of you guys going to the gym.
Just see a sweaty me, it's Liam just sweating and panting into the mic the whole time.
I mean, the goal is to get some T-shirts, so we kind of run in a group, and we all have these like Tipsy Imp shirts, and people are gonna be like, "Well, what is that? What's going on here? Are you guys like a run club?" We're like, "Not really, but kind of."
We're an everything club.
Everything club.
Just because we're in the deep of this podcast, I can tell you guys this because I don't know who's listening, but I actually did get us T-shirts.
Hey.
We got black T-shirts coming.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're dope. They're black T-shirts with the white imp and the logo and the banner and everything. I'll have to show you guys here.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So
Heck yeah.
only these guys get a little sneak peek. Everybody else will have to just
That's
catch
what
it
you
on.
get for listening to the podcast, people.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, something I was going to ask is I have an event in mind that I was wondering if you guys would be interested in. One of those PowerPoint slide where you teach each other something completely new, where you don't, like you have no idea what someone else is going to come up with, but you just do a PowerPoint slide. You go up there and you present your information, and people can ask questions, and we take turns doing that, and everybody's limited to like 10-15 minute presentation. I want to do a night like that where we can share information, like teach each other, because like Warhammer, not everybody gets it or knows about it, but the ones who do have a lot of knowledge that might be able to interest or educate someone. Or book clubs, like we could talk a little bit more about different types of books, and so anything. It could be anything.
To reiterate, 10 to 15 minutes max, Ashley, for your book presentation. All right.
That you guys need that more for your Warhammer presentation.
That is very true.
But if we all do Warhammer, we can make
That's
it
an hour
3
40
hours of Warhammer, and you get 10 to 15 minutes on books.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only fair.
It's only fair.
That's
But,
Or
yeah.
I've seen when they do like, present your favorite conspiracy theory.
Ooh, I
you know,
love that.
like
That's a good
silly,
one.
like you can expand that to the first one can be super broad, but then you can niche it a little bit too. So that's always
Oh,
fun.
that's great. Yeah, for people to share their obsession or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
look, I'm really into League of Legends. Let me tell you all about this stupid game that I have a love-hate relationship to. You know, stuff like
I think that
That'd
would be great.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, would you guys be interested in doing something like that for a game night? Well,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
we could
Yeah.
definitely
Sure.
plan that out and just have a night where maybe even just start small, like just a small group of
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 presenters. I have my projector, and I was gonna bring it in for Jackbox anyway, so we
Yeah.
can bring it in for the
You
presentation.
could take turn, like 3 or 4 presenters, but anyone can come and watch, and yeah, that'd be great.
Do you want to explain the Jackbox game? Because I
Okay.
know I've played it before, but for those like listening or whatever, like,
yeah.
what is
So
that about?
so Jackbox is going to be a game where you are playing in a community, big social game. But the thing that really kind of entices people, you can play it off your phone. So a lot of people can join. I think you can play up to like 16 players. And there's like the main game, which is it tasks of people doing certain things or voting for things, and the community gets to kind of figure out who you get to know each other really well through playing these Jackbox. It's a very social driven
Hell yeah,
game.
big cat.
Holy
Holy crap!
Holy
big
crap, big cat. That was on last week's podcast. Shout out to
Oh.
Adam.
Of course he
Yeah, so, okay, who's listening here?
We all are.
This is,
Adam gave a shout out, and he said, me and my friend always laugh about this joke that we did in Jackbox, and I will put it on the record. That was me, Ashley.
That was your joke.
It
Trademark.
was my joke, actually. I'm so funny.
you guys play Jackbox at home?
We played it at
The last
Ian and
time,
Adam's.
Oh,
After-
gotcha.
Was
Okay.
it after you guys moved in?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Do you want to announce about your big housewarming party and get everybody
Wow,
through the
inviting the whole
podcast?
tavern.
It's Project X.
No, we don't have to do that. But I will say that I need to come over for one of these Warhammer game nights that you guys.
Yes,
have
you
been doing,
do.
so.
You have an army, don't you?
I
What
have
is your
one set that was donated to me.
Oh, yeah.
I will get there.
Baby, didn't you buy me something? So I
I
can can
did.
paint. I won't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
playing, but I'll paint.
I got the Tyranids for you.
You
because
put
I
'em
feel
together.
you said they were the cutest faction. So
Oh.
the pink Tyranids were definitely the
Perfect.
cutest ones. So yeah, you can build and paint with
Perfect.
us.
All right.
Now, what's your faction, Liam?
I am running with Iron Warriors first.
Iron Warriors.
But then if I do a Loyalist Legion, I will definitely be doing the Blood Ravens.
Ooh.
Little thieves.
And I'm
This is like the
currently-
4th time we've segued into Warhammer. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
noticed.
Yeah, we're gonna have that dedicated.
Change the
Warhammer
podcast
at
name
some
to
point.
Warhammer Dedicated Podcast.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely have a bonus podcast for just Warhammer talk. We'll get all the guys and we'll do a
So-
big roundtable conversation.
What we should do is have one of our craft nights for Warhammer, and then do the podcast
Ooh.
while we do it. Just build it and
That
talk
is a
about
good
it.
idea. Yeah.
And that doesn't have to be at the tavern either.
No,
And we'll do the PowerPoint at the same time. Just knock them all out.
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
Yeah, just do all of it.
Yeah.
It's work outside
I'll
of
do
work.
a read aloud of the book. The Warhammer lore book.
Yeah, there you go.
I would love to hear that. Okay, let's see here.
In terms of like co-op games, we have discussed having some form of game, an online game that is a persistent thing that any of the M's can
I
play.
love that.
So we've talked about a couple different options. I feel like there's definitely some popular choices, but we're really just not settled yet.
We'll get there. I think
Yeah.
the more the games come out with all these new technologies, like one of the big ones we always talk about was Light No Fires, but that's just you and me. But we
Well-
do want a big game where it's perpetual, people can play. Like we're talking about video games, not
Yeah.
in the game, right? Or in the tavern, right?
I always say the easiest answer. It's always Minecraft.
Always.
It's always Minecraft. It's a big world where we're gonna all be in there, but we'll find something else. We'll
Yeah.
find something else.
I get it. No, Minecraft has been super popular, but I feel like it's just so played out. Like,
I do miss watching you guys play Restaurants.
We definitely need to get back into that. So actually, we have 3 of the rest.
And I got a gaming computer so I can join.
It might
She
be
can.
updated now. Who knows? Maybe they got fixed. Maybe they
That would be
made the
fun.
progression faster. Who knows? But yeah, Ashley here has a computer now, so she could play. She got a laptop.
Alright.
Yeah, she moved on from
I
her
had
Mac.
FOMO.
She's
got
got her
her
Mac laptop, which did not play any games, and now she's got a full-fledged gaming laptop that I got her.
All right, so we're running at the end of the hour here. Thank you guys for joining us. I've been your bard for the podcast here today, episode 3. It was great having Ozzy here. I'm Ashley, and Ian here is with me as well. Catch him on Discord or at the Tavern, and I will see you guys later.